Shuja, one of the big things with this movie is that you wrote it as well as directed it. How do you think that gave you a different perspective on set than another director would have had?
Because, I've been working on this for about 5 years now, when it started initially. So I almost had every scene in my mind. I had visualized every scene while I was writing. So it was much easier for me to convert it into visually as a director. So I think as a writer-director, you can bring much more visual perspective in the film rather than if you're just a director, you're directing somebody else. I think that helped me a lot. I really enjoyed that.
Absolutely, and I think also having such a multicultural cast as well must have made it a really interesting set. How do you think it made that set different than other sets where it's not quite as diverse?
It was like working in the United Nations, No, it was great, the biggest problem in Hollywood is the diversity, which you know from Oscar. And that's my passion, to bring the diversity here in the films. And not only this, I have worked on other projects where I have brought a lot of different cultures into one film. So that's what I try to do. And I've traveled to more than 25 countries, and every country has a story to tell. And I like to tell global stories.
And one of the things that I think is so interesting is how certainly dating is so different in the American culture and the Indian culture and around the world.
Yeah.
What do you think is the number one thing that people maybe didn't know about dating in India that from this movie they'll learn?
Well, in India, when you're born, your parents decide what you're going to be, whether you're going to be an engineer or doctor. Those were the two professions at that time. And the same thing, they already have somebody basically locked for you. Oh, okay, my friend's daughter, my cousin's daughter. So it was always like that when I grew up. But it's changed a little bit, but still, the arranged marriage is a big thing in India. So that's the movie kind of reflects that.
Absolutely. And how did you go about casting all of these wonderful actors and actresses?
Oh man, the casting was the biggest challenge. I mean, the actress Karishma, she is unbelievable. You'll see her. We had to audition 200 Indian actresses who were born. She's born and raised here. So we had to audition about 200 before we decided on her. She is unbelievable. The moment she walked in, she talked to me, I knew she was the one. So.
Was it important for you to find an actress who also reflected the character's story a little bit?
Almost every Indian girl in America reflects the story. So yeah, it was important, and she played it very well. She was amazing. She is amazing.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to it.